We are gathered here before your holy presence today as leaders.
The 100 million kina budget by the Marpe-Steven government for the 2020 National Census is not enough. The National Statistical Office's estimated budget to efficiently carry out the census is 190 million kina, which already exceeds the 100 million kina allocated. NSO Acting National Statistician John Igitoi says the department is taking necessary precautions and cost-cutting measures to ensure that the census is carried out successfully.
This massive cut leaves us with a lot of funding gap, and with my census technical team, we are seeking avenues to fill that shortfalls in our funding gaps. We are also strategizing on how best we can minimize cost.
Mr. Igitoi explained that in 2000, the budget was 147 million kina to enumerate 5.2 million people, and per person expenditure was 28 kina to count one person. In 2011, the budget was 160 million kina to count 7.2 million people, and per person expenditure was 22 kina. Public ratings for the 2000 census compared to 2011 were very poor. Mr. Igitoi says, based on the previous census, the population this year is expected to increase, and the 100 million kina to spend on one person to enumerate is very low.
From our conservative estimate of 190 million kina, we were thinking that we were going to spend 18 kina per person to enumerate. But there's another cut again to about 80 or 90 million kina. So on that note, we have been revising our budget, and I said it's a nightmare for us. And also, we have been trying to strategize on how we can utilize other government system. And of course, coordination between those agencies is very, very important, and we are trying to do that.
Mr. Igitoi says more than 40,000 officials are expected to carry out the 2020 National Census come July 14th. Census Director Hajeli Kele says a preliminary census operation is expected to commence in January 20th to the 27th in NCD, Central, Western Highlands, Morbe, New Island, West New Britain and Western Provinces. Mrs. Kele says NSO is currently at this stage of conducting the pilot census to be able to properly carry out the actual census.
Even before we conduct the census, the actual count, for now we have it in July 2020. We also need to conduct very important preliminary activities that sets the basis. As I said earlier, it's a mammoth task, so we must know where the people are, and to enable NSO to be in a good position to plan in terms of finding where the people are and being able to enumerate them, we must conduct these important preliminary activities. So,
Deputy Census Director Josiah Joseph says in terms of technical support, NSO is currently at the stage of recruiting listers and supervisors.
The preparations has already commenced, and we plan to complete the listing operation in March. And then we prepared for the main enumeration.
Michelle Stephen, National MTV News.